Today we're going galactic on your ass. This is what came through. Weird. You can like this. You're not alone in the universe. It's arrogant to think so. In fact, you're not alone on your planet either. Source energy is all around you in various forms. Why don't you take a moment to stop and smell the roses? Notice the way the insects are flitting around. There's wonder there. There's magic there. The time will come soon when more of Source Energy's various creations from outside your terrestrial world will make themselves apparent. Your eyes are focused on what you call Three-Eye Atlas. It's there to inspire you to wonder. It's there to inspire you to think of yourselves as part of a bigger whole, a galactic whole. But that isn't today. The inspiration is there, but you first need to see yourself as part of your whole planet instead of something that's separate from it. See it all as a piece of its living energy. Learn to watch the flowers bloom. Learn to watch the insects play. See wonder in all of creation that's at your fingertips. That's the place to start. For a long time, the Western cultures have chosen to separate themselves from nature, feeling some need to dominate instead of living in harmony with. But even as with your human side, you push against those things that resist you, that challenge you, nature's going to be no different. Learn to breathe into the rhythms of your planet. Learn to make ethical choices in how you utilize her resources. The resources are there for you to use, for sure, but not to be squandered. To be used with understanding that they are gifts. Relationships change when you treat each other with mutual respect. Nature is alive, is a piece of source energy. All is alive. All is a piece of source energy, for by its very definition, source is all there is. When you change your viewpoint and start treating everything with respect, the respect is returned and there is a balance. The desire to see yourself as separate from nature came from your egoic personalities, the need to feel more important. Nothing is more important than anything else. The ant has its place, as does the human. Neither's job here is more important. They are all parts of the flowing of the whole. How the natural world moves and thinks is different from that of a human, however. There is more of a hive mind or super consciousness guiding the process. That still exists in humanity. Just notice the crowds that get riled up. Each individual person still has their own personality, but it's the group think of the crowd that takes over. This is how your flock of birds flies in such a tight formation. Each bird is unique unto itself, yet the hive mind directs the process. Humans are not exempt from this, although you'd like to think you are. Pay attention. The signs are all around you. Perhaps understand how that works and relax into the process. But also you have free will. You can guide that process. Most of those group thinks for humanity end up as rebellious crowds as opposed to a joyous celebration. But both extremes are possible. The opening up to this concept that you and the ant are brother is an ancient teaching that's being pulled into your current memory. Your indigenous peoples already know this, but it's time for your Western thinking to remember. As you walk today, recognize brother ant, sister bird, cousin rock. See them as a part of you, for they are, in fact, the same source, just different iterations. Instead of fighting against nature, be one with nature, for until you master this, you will not meet your more galactic iterations of source energy with grace and love. You will not see them as brothers and sisters, yet they are, for all is one. All is source. It is all there is. That concept seems hard to understand, but no, it's the truth. And all is loved and of love. We will also add that just like there are preferred and not preferred experiences here on Earth, there are preferred and not preferred experiences in the galaxy. Just as there are those who are working from love and those who are working from ego on Earth, there is the same in the galaxy. Understand, however, that all is of the same source. As you navigate these waters of new thought, you know that we're here to help you. Listen if you choose. We're always here. Lots of new thoughts to think about today. How exciting. We are complete.